Little Red Riding Hood. In a faraway wood lived a kind girl named Little Red Riding Hood. She was taking a basket of food to her sick grandmother. "Remember," said her mother, "go straight to Grandma's house. Don't stray off the path and don't talk to any strangers." Little Red Riding Hood set off to see her grandma. Little Red Riding Hood followed the path that wound through the woods. She hummed a little tune as she swung her basket of goodies. She saw lots of pretty blue flowers, but she didn't see the wolf hiding in the trees. Little Red Riding Hood stopped to look at the blue flowers. "Hello, little girl," said the big bad wolf. "What are you doing?" Little Red Riding Hood jumped with fright. "I'm going to see my sick grandma who lives in the little house in the woods," she said. "What a kind girl you are," he said, smiling, showing his big white teeth. "I'm sure your grandma would like these pretty blue flowers. Why don't you stay and pick them for her?" Then the big bad wolf ran off into the woods. Little Red Riding Hood stayed to pick some blue flowers. The big bad wolf ran all the way up to Grandma's house and gobbled her up. He put on Grandma's cap and glasses, and the big bad wolf got into Grandma's bed. Soon after, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at Grandma's house. The door was wide open, so Little Red Riding Hood walked in. "Are you in bed, Grandma?" Little Red Riding Hood went into the bedroom. She walked up to the bed, and Grandma wasn't looking very well. "Oh, Grandma," she said, "what big ears you have!" "All the better to hear you with, my dear," said the wolf in a grandma voice. Grandma had very big ears. "Oh," said Grandma. "Oh, Grandma," said Little Red Riding Hood, "what big eyes you have!" "All the better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf in his grandma voice. Little Red Riding Hood thought Grandma looked strange. "Oh, Grandma," said Little Red Riding Hood, "what big teeth you have!" "All the better to eat you with," growled the wolf, and he opened his mouth wide and leaped at Little Red Riding Hood. The big bad wolf ate Little Red Riding Hood. Oh dear, what's going to happen? Oopsie, that's skipping ahead. Luckily, a woodcutter was passing Grandma's cottage. He went in to visit Grandma and found the big bad wolf taking a nap. He bonked the wolf with his axe, and he turned the wolf upside down and gave him a good shake. And out came Grandma and Little Red Riding Hood. Then Grandma, Little Red Riding Hood, and the woodcutter waved their axes in their arms, and they all chased Big Bad Wolf away. And they never saw him again. The end.